Stop everything. What I'm about to tell you will change everything you thought you knew about the NFL in 2026. Are you ready for this? Because what my sources have just confirmed is so colossal, it could shift the entire landscape of the league. Picture this: a superstar, an elite player known for his unstoppable force on the field, someone who can single-handedly dominate games and strike fear into the hearts of defenders. This isn't just any player. This is one of the best in the league, a player who has built his reputation on breaking tackles, racking up yardage, and carrying teams on his back to the brink of victory. The kind of player every team dreams of having, but only one team could even think of landing in a blockbuster trade. As we speak, the front offices of the NFL are in a frenzy. Phones are ringing off the hook, agents are desperately trying to get their clients in the mix, and team executives are pulling out all the stops to make sense of this whirlwind scenario. It's a scenario that could catapult one team from hopeful contenders to absolute favorites in the blink of an eye. My sources have whispered to me in confidence, revealing something huge that has been brewing behind closed doors. And trust me, we're talking about confidential meetings in dimly lit boardrooms, encrypted phone calls between high-profile executives, and the kind of cloak-and-dagger negotiations that could only be likened to a high-stakes poker game. But who could it be, you ask? Who is this player that's set to stir the league into a storm and potentially turn the fortunes of a team overnight? Hang tight, because this revelation is going to be nothing short of electrifying. Now, to set the stage for this monumental event, let's take a deep dive into the current climate of the Dallas Cowboys, a franchise steeped in history and mystique, but in recent years finds itself yearning for a return to glory. The Dallas Cowboys, America's team, have historically been synonymous with success. However, in the recent past, that legacy has been somewhat tarnished by playoff disappointments and a championship drought that has left their loyal fan base yearning for more. The Cowboys have not hoisted the Lombardi Trophy since the mid-1990s, and each passing season without a Super Bowl appearance adds fuel to the fire of expectation. As of the end of the 2025 season, the Cowboys wrapped up with a 7-9-1 record. It was a campaign marred by inconsistencies and a missed playoff berth, which left the front office with some soul-searching to do. Despite having a roster filled with talent, including household names like Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb, they were unable to find the winning formula that would see them through to the postseason. And so, the question that echoes through the halls of AT&T Stadium is, what's missing? The Cowboys' greatest need is apparent. They need a dynamic playmaker who can break open games, someone who can take the pressure off the passing game, and provide a reliable option in critical moments. The ground game has been a particular area of concern. While they have a promising backfield, they are in desperate need of that one crucial piece. A leader who can not only carry the load but redefine what it means to be a Dallas Cowboy in this modern era. For months, the Cowboys' brain trust has been working tirelessly behind the scenes. There have been rumors of secret meetings between executives and consultants, encrypted phone calls that would make even the most seasoned spies envious, and private jets flying in and out of Dallas under the cloak of darkness. All these efforts were focused on finding the perfect asset, the player who would fit seamlessly into their scheme and lead them to the promised land. And then, they found him. Yes, my friends, the cat is finally out of the bag. I'm talking about none other than Josh Jacobs. Currently starring as a running back for the Green Bay Packers, Jacobs is a name that resonates throughout the NFL as one of the premier talents at his position. Since joining the Packers as a free agent in 2024, Jacobs has continued to put up jaw-dropping numbers, reminding everyone why he's a three-time Pro Bowler and why he was once a first-round draft pick by the then Oakland Raiders. Standing at 5 feet 10 inches and weighing in at 221 pounds, this powerhouse of a player has the perfect build for a modern NFL running back. His ability to explode through tackles with sheer ferocity and his knack for juking defenders out of their cleats make him a nightmare matchup for any opponent. In the 2025 season, Jacobs powered through for 929 rushing yards, averaging 4.0 yards per carry over 15 regular season games. But there's more than just his rushing acumen. As a dual threat, Jacobs caught 36 passes for 282 yards and a touchdown, showing off his versatility and proving he's more than capable of impacting the game as a receiver. But it's not just his stats that make Jacobs such an intriguing prospect for the Cowboys. His leadership and grit on the field are matched by few, and his playoff experience is precisely what this franchise needs to get over the hump. Having been a key contributor in high-stakes games, like the 2021 wildcard game where he racked up 127 scrimmage yards, Jacobs has been there and done that. The contract situation for Josh Jacobs makes this potential trade all the more captivating. Having signed a 4-year, $48 million deal with the Packers in 2024, he finds himself not only as a top-tier talent, but also an intriguing trade target due to the structure of his contract. With 2 years remaining and a 2026 cap hit of $14.7 million, the Packers have easy outs built into his deal, which makes moving Jacobs a viable option that would save them $8.4 million in cap space. Much like Aaron Jones' previous $48 million deal with Green Bay, Jacobs was brought in at a team-friendly rate beyond the first year, making him an attractive acquisition in terms of financial flexibility for the Cowboys. Now, let's dive into the behind-the-scenes drama that has unfolded as whispers of this possible trade continue to grow louder. As the Cowboys' general manager works feverishly in the shadows to secure this deal, it's worth noting that rival teams are keen to throw a wrench in the works. There have been rumblings of other squads trying to outmaneuver the Cowboys in hopes of securing Jacobs' elite services for themselves. And why wouldn't they? Securing a player of Jacobs' caliber could transform any franchise's fortunes, turning pretenders into contenders almost overnight. Jerry Jones, the ever-astute owner of the Cowboys, is reportedly pulling all strings available to him, utilizing the resources of his talented front office team while ensuring that this deal remains a priority. It's a chess game at the highest level, with various pieces being strategically moved to bring Jacobs to Dallas. There's talk of potential performance bonus clauses being inserted into Jacobs' contract to sweeten the deal. Imagine insane milestone bonuses like $500,000 for reaching 1,500 rushing yards or $1 million for leading the league in scrimmage yards. His ability to impact games also raises the stakes for the Cowboys, who are prepared to invest in not just Jacobs, but also in upgrading facilities and making additional signings that would support this potential game-changing move. Delving into the financials, it's clear that a player as dynamic as Josh Jacobs would shake up the Cowboys' salary cap structure. With proper maneuvering, the Cowboys could absorb Jacobs' $14.7 million cap hit for 2026 while planning for long-term impact. By potentially restructuring existing contracts, or perhaps even spreading out guarantees over additional years, the Cowboys could strategically integrate Jacobs into their system without mortgaging their future. The fact that Jacobs' deal was constructed with ample flexibility enhances the Cowboys' position, offering them an opportunity to build around him without being handcuffed financially. Speaking of scheme fit, Jacobs seamlessly complements the Cowboys' current roster. He brings a running style that's tailor-made for the offensive philosophy championed by head coach Brian Schottenheimer, who is known for a balanced approach mixing power running with explosive aerial attacks. Jacobs would be the perfect back to fill the shoes of the legendary Cowboys running backs of the past, stepping into a role that has been on the lookout for a leader in recent seasons. Adding a player of Jacobs' caliber would not only solidify the ground game, but also open up play-action opportunities for Dak Prescott, putting opposing defenses on constant high alert. This move doesn't just patch holes, it adds a valuable playmaker who could herald a new era for Dallas football. As we close this thrilling cliffhanger of a report, let's not forget the bigger picture. Owner Jerry Jones, in comments that have sparked a wave of excitement, has talked about building a dynasty and restoring the Cowboys to their rightful place at the pinnacle of the NFL. Fans have taken to social media, their excitement palpable, spreading like wildfire as hashtags like #BringJacobsToDallas and #CowboyDynasty trend across platforms. The buzz is undeniable. The anticipation, electric. The next 48 hours will be crucial as the Cowboys look to secure what could be a momentous turning point in their quest for greatness. With Josh Jacobs potentially donning the iconic Dallas Cowboys colors, the team stands on the brink of reinvigorated greatness. The thought of Jacobs electrifying crowds at AT&T Stadium is enough to make any football fan drool with anticipation. So now, the question falls to you, our viewers and diehard fans of the game. Can you picture it? Josh Jacobs, wearing the star, leading the charge in Dallas. Drop your comment below. I want him or NH. Stay tuned, hit that subscribe button, and share this excitement, because together, we are witnessing history in the making.